Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. So guys, I'm just waiting for the Ortiz and Maurice Hooker fight, and I'm going to be doing a post video to that as well. And I was obviously reading an article about Manny Pacquiao and Mikey Garcia, and Joel Diaz mentioned that he feels that Mikey Garcia will knock Manny Pacquiao out with a right hand. Before I get into that, I want to know what's going on with Manny Pacquiao and Mikey Garcia. Like, we know that Manny Pacquiao has kind of made Mikey Garcia the favorite for his next fight. And I always feel that with Manny Pacquiao fights, they just take ages to get announced. I don't know what it is with Manny Pacquiao fights, but it just seems to me like the fights we hear about who he's going to fight, but it seems like it takes forever for the announcement to be made that it's official and he's fighting him. I don't know why that is. Is it because of the fact that Manny Pacquiao has political duties that he has to attend to, and he's got to, adhere to those first before he can, commit to a boxing fight? I don't know what the situation with Manny Pacquiao is right now, but let's get on talk about what Joel Diaz said. He said that he feels that Mikey Garcia can knock Manny Pacquiao out at the age that Manny Pacquiao's at, and how Mikey looked in his fight against Jesse Vargas. He feels that Mikey's got a very laser-like right hand, and that right hand can really hurt Manny Pacquiao. And he compared, he thinks that Manny Pacquiao can do exactly what Juan Manuel Marquez did to Manny Pacquiao. Firstly, I don't know why people keep bringing up the Marquez fight. The Marquez fight was a long time ago, and Marquez landed a peach of a punch. That can happen in boxing. That was probably one of the best knockouts ever in boxing history. It was a beautifully timed right hand. Manny Pacquiao walked right into it. But Joel Diaz also said that Manny Pacquiao is quite reckless, and he can walk onto punches. Well, Manny Pacquiao has been in the ring with a lot of great fighters. Miguel Cotto, Margarito. I know these were guys in his prime. But Keith Thurman was a heavy-handed guy, a welterweight, right? He hit Manny Pacquiao with right hands. I didn't see him do any damage. He hit Manny Pacquiao flush, and he's a way bigger puncher than Mikey Garcia, and he's way more explosive than Mikey Garcia. Keith Thurman's a lot more explosive than Mikey Garcia. I don't really see what Joel Diaz is seeing. Obviously, listen, he's a very accomplished trainer and a very good boxing mind. But, this is a guy that also said that he feels Yildirim and Canelo's a 50-50 fight. Now, obviously, he's probably saying it to big his guy up and talk up his guy. I'm pretty certain inside he didn't really think that his guy had much of a chance. But obviously, when your fighter is taking a fight against the best fighter in the world, you've got to big him up. You've got to boost his confidence that he can go in there and shock the world. But I thought his comment about it being 50-50 was really bizarre. But listen, there is an outside chance that Mikey Garcia could KO Manny Pacquiao if Manny Pacquiao comes to fight and he's completely shot to bits. At the end of the day, he's 42, 43 years of age. That is not young for a boxer, especially for a boxer in the lower weight classes like welterweight, and below. He's old, he's old, definitely. But Mikey Garcia is not really a welterweight, is he? He's not really a welterweight. And we saw him against Errol Spence. He looked terrible, if we're honest. It wasn't a competitive fight. He got schooled in that fight. And his power, he was gun shy. He didn't really throw a lot of punches. Now, Joel Diaz mentioned the fact that he looked great against Jesse Vargas. Yeah, but Manny Pacquiao destroyed Jesse Vargas when they fought. And he had Manny Pacquiao had Jesse Vargas in a lot of trouble. So, to be honest with you, I don't really think he looked that impressive, right? I don't personally think he looked that impressive against Jesse Vargas. And Manny Pacquiao's not Jesse Vargas. Even Manny Pacquiao at this age is not Jesse Vargas. So there's no way, in my opinion, Mikey Garcia is knocking Manny Pacquiao. No chance for me. Listen, if he lands a peach, who knows? But nah. He's not knocking Manny Pacquiao. Not if Thurman couldn't do it. Not, you know, and I don't see him outboxing. The reason why I'm against this fight, because I see it quite not really an exciting fight. It's quite a boring fight. And I think Manny Pacquiao will outwork Mikey Garcia, and I think he'll beat him up. What you've got to understand is Manny Pacquiao is very heavy-handed. Even at welterweight, he's heavy-handed, and he's very, very fast. And I can see Mikey Garcia becoming gun-shy again, like he was against Spence. Obviously, Spence is a lot bigger than Manny, like physically a lot bigger. And his punches were probably, to Mikey Garcia, feeling like a hammer hitting him. Because, you know, I feel like although Spence hasn't got concussive power, I feel like he's definitely got power that's like a hammer, like a thudding power. That's definitely gonna get your attention. And I think Mikey Garcia felt that power and was surviving all night, looking to survive, because I think he realized if he opened up, Spence could hurt him and could knock him out. So Mikey Garcia kind of played the safe route rather than taking chances and actually going for the win. He didn't really do anything, to be honest. He just played it safe. He was quite gun-shy. So if I'm totally honest with you, I see a Manny Pacquiao-Mikey Garcia fight being quite one-sided. I think Manny Pacquiao will beat him on points quite comfortably. Some people may disagree. Some Garcia fans may say, no, Mikey Garcia wins this fight. I don't see that. I think Manny Pacquiao will beat him quite comfortably. And to be honest with you, I think Manny Pacquiao will do a number on Mikey Garcia. So I don't really agree with what Joel Diaz was saying about him hitting him with a right hand. Like I said, Thurman hit Manny Pacquiao with a few right hands. Didn't make a dent in him. Right? And he talks about Manny being reckless. Well, Manny's been like that for majority of his career, and he's bashed up most of the top fighters in around his weight classes for a very long time, right? He's bashed up a lot of top fighters, right? And just recently, he bashed up, in my opinion, or he really hurt Keith Thurman, dropped him and almost had him going in the 10th round with a body shot. And Keith Thurman's a true welterweight. Keith Thurman's a big welterweight. Keith Thurman's a very good boxer. He punches very hard. Keith Thurman, in my opinion, will beat Mikey Garcia. I believe Keith Thurman will beat Mikey Garcia. I believe he does. I believe Keith Thurman will definitely get the win over Mikey Garcia. Keith Thurman's a big welterweight. He's a very good boxer. He's explosive. He's got speed. He can punch. I think he beats Mikey. So when Joel Diaz talks about, oh, well, Mikey will knock Manny out, I don't see it. I don't think he's a big puncher. Not at welterweight. Might be a big puncher at 140. Not even at 140. Broner went the distance with him, and Broner never tittled Broner, really. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Robert Easter went the distance with him. So he ain't knocking out Manny Pacquiao. He's not. And to be honest, I don't see him outworking Manny Pacquiao. I don't see him outpointing Manny Pacquiao. It's not going to happen. Manny Pacquiao will, in my opinion, win that fight quite comfortably on points. So I think going off a Marquez fight, oh, well, I saw Marquez knock Manny Pacquiao with a peach of a right hand, and Mikey Garcia has a very good right hand, so that means, you know, he has a great chance of landing that. Come on, man. Many guys have landed a huge right hand on Manny Pacquiao. Like I said, Keith Thurman has a good right hand. He landed it flush, never tittled Manny Pacquiao. You know, Manny Pacquiao's always had a great chin. That was just a beautiful punch. Manny Pacquiao walked onto it. Mikey Garcia Mikey Garcia is a very good fighter, and he has got very good timing. And I'm not doubting he may catch Manny Pacquiao with that right hand, but I don't think it does serious damage. I don't think it does serious damage. I don't think he has the power to knock Manny Pacquiao out. I think we need to stop looking at the Marquez fight, because let's look at the recent fight he had against a big welterweight. Keith Thurman's not a blown-up 135-pounder or 130-pounder. He's a true welterweight. Mikey Garcia does not punch harder than Keith Thurman. He does not punch harder than Keith Thurman. So I don't agree with Joel Diaz at all. And I feel that if those two were to fight, if Mikey was to fight Manny Pacquiao, that's going to end with Manny Pacquiao winning that fight. And I don't think he KOs Mikey Garcia, because I think Mikey Garcia is a tough guy and he can take a punch. So I don't see Manny Pacquiao KOing him, but I see Manny Pacquiao winning a one-sided decision, if I'm honest with you, because I think Mikey Garcia is going to be in big trouble with that speed and that explosiveness that Manny Pacquiao has, and I don't see Mikey Garcia being able to outwork Manny Pacquiao. I don't see him outboxing Manny Pacquiao. So all he's relying on is if he can land something to knock him out, which Manny Pacquiao is not a guy that's chinny. He's a guy with a very good chin, right? Anyone can get hit with a punch, a peach of a punch, and get knocked out. That's boxing. Anything can happen. But Manny Pacquiao's got a very good chin. He's got very good boxing ability. Joel Diaz talks about him being reckless. Well, we just saw him fight a big welterweight, a true welterweight in Keith Thurman, and beat him in a very tough fight, by the way. So even at that age, Manny Pacquiao showed that against a big welterweight, he was able to go through a war, a tough fight, and still come through. So I don't think he's going to have any problem with a blown-up 135-pounder. That's for sure. So I don't see Mikey causing Manny Pacquiao any trouble, and I feel that Manny Pacquiao will win a wide unanimous decision. I do, and I don't think Mikey Garcia is going to have any answers. That's my personal opinion. But again, to counter the points that I've made, I think Manny Pacquiao is 42, 43 years of age. By the time he gets in the ring with Mikey Garcia, is going to be over 2 years out the ring, and that in itself is not great, is it? For a guy like Manny Pacquiao at the age he's at to be 2 years out the ring, it's not great. And we just don't know what Manny Pacquiao is going to show up, because at that age, I always say that it doesn't take long for a guy to go old overnight. Look what happened to Cotto against Saddam Ali. You know, Cotto just went old overnight. Like, you know, he was pretty good the fight before, and then he just, you know, couldn't pull the trigger anymore. Just wasn't the same guy, and Saddam Ali beat him. Because that's what I'm trying to say. Like, when you get to a certain age, you know, it could fall apart for you on any given night, because like I said, your reflexes, your timing, it all could go. The same thing that happened to Cotto could happen to Manny Pacquiao. It's just human. It's Mother Nature. It's nature taking its course, and that can definitely happen to Manny Pacquiao as well. So hopefully it doesn't. But I think that's the only chance that Mikey Garcia has, is if Manny Pacquiao is completely, when they fight, is Manny Pacquiao comes in completely shot, because he's not beating the Manny Pacquiao that fought Keith Thurman. He's not. Manny Pacquiao that fought Keith Thurman, if that Manny Pacquiao turns up, he beats Mikey Garcia comfortably. Now, if another version of Manny Pacquiao turns up, a version which is shot, then yeah, Mikey Garcia may have a chance. But he ain't beating the version that beat Keith Thurman. No chance for me. But leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm going to hopefully watch Ortiz Hooker now, and then give you my post-fight reaction to that as well. Leave your thoughts on what you think about what Joel Diaz says. Joel Diaz thinking that Mikey will knock Manny Pacquiao out. Do you agree with that? I don't, if I'm honest with you. But leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.